Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 1985 season replay in Season Ticket Baseball. ID Jester is first to join us here at the pregame, and yes, the game is going to be starting soon. We are live here at Cleveland Stadium tonight. It is July 8th, 1985, for an American League matchup. We will have the Texas Rangers playing against the Cleveland Indians. The Indians historically won this game 4-0, so we'll see what Season Ticket has to say about that. As for the current standings, we have very much got two duds here, to call a spade a spade. The Indians come into this game in last place in the American League East, competing for the worst record in baseball with a mark of 26-53. They are 27 games back of the Yankees in the East. The Rangers aren't much better. They're coming in at a record of 34 wins and 48 losses. Neither team is terribly relevant in the American League playoff picture, but we'll see what happens in tonight's game as these two teams are going to go at it on the board. Admittedly, early in the season, I try to feature every team on the board probably at least twice, incidentally. I want to make sure I get all the stadiums in. In September, once we get into September, we're going to be a lot pickier about the teams we feature on the board. That'll be the good teams, teams in the pennant race, and the only way a bad team would get on the board is if there's a relevant team in the playoff picture that needs that game for some reason. So, minor rambling aside on that. We are still expecting a sellout in this one as the fans at Cleveland Stadium want to see their Indians do well, even as they're mostly playing for pride at this point. So we'll see what they have to say about that. As we're all set to get into this one, so let's jump in. We'll let Digital Diamond get ready to go while we set everything up. Starting pitcher tonight for the Cleveland Indians is Neil Heaton. 9-17 with a 4.90 ERA. 207 2/3 innings pitched, 82 strikeouts, 80 walks, and 19 home runs in 85. As the rest of the tribe gets loose behind Heaton, let's take our first look at the Rangers starting lineup. Leading off, we've got Oddibe McDowell in center field. Alan Bannister is the designated hitter. Toby Harrah is at second base. Buddy Bell's at third base. Gary Ward is in left field. Pete O'Brien is at first base. George Wright is in right field. Glenn Brummer is catching. And Kurt Wilkerson is the shortstop for the Rangers tonight. That will be the lineup that the Indians have to keep in check tonight. Leading off for the Rangers tonight is Oddibe McDowell. 239 average, 18 home runs, 42 RBIs in 85. We are using red, white, and blue dice tonight. Indians are the home team. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium are loud. Indians playing for pride in this one. Heaton will look in at Bando for the sign. He will set. And now we will see what happens in tonight's game as we start with the same place that every game starts. That is with the first pitch. And we are starting off with a 6-14 going to the ballpark already. But a 6-14, McDowell's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike three, out number one, and we are underway here at Cleveland Stadium. Alan Bannister, now the batter for the Rangers. 262 average, 1 home run, 6 RBIs in 85. Heaton will look to Bando for the sign once again. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. That's a 215 actually. I was about to say 512, but no, it's a 215. That'll still be coming off of Heaton's card though against a righty. That'll turn into a 415, and Bannister will get on. Actually, yeah, Bannister will get on with a 1-out walk. As here comes Toby Harrah into the batter's box. The Indians will go to double play. 270 average, 9 home runs, 44 RBIs, and 85. Bannister, not really a threat to do much on the bases. He will hold. The Rangers, they're not going to do anything crazy. They're going to let Harrah swing. I was looking at either a bunt or a hit and run, but the stats don't line up for that. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 477 against a lefty, a 477. Hara is going to come through with that one, and the Rangers are going to strike first, and that is going to be a triple. Bannister will come all the way around from first to score. Hara will make it to third. 1-0 Rangers. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Buddy Bell in the batter's box for the Rangers. 236 average, 4 home runs, 32 RBIs, and 85. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 667. And a 667 is, I forgot to determine if Hara is going on contact. He is not going on contact. That is going to be a ground ball right back to Heaton. Heaton will turn, throw that over to Tabler at first. 2 outs in the inning. And here's Gary Ward. 287 average, 15 home runs, 70 RBIs, and 85. Heaton will get the sign from Bando once again. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 112. 112 is going to turn into a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one for the Indians is Castillo. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Rangers strike first. 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 walk. A triple by Hara drives in Bannister. Score is now Texas 1, Cleveland coming to bat. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy tonight's game. Let's check in with chat real quick. All good there. Starting pitcher for the Texas Rangers tonight is Mike Mason. 8-15 with a 4.83 ERA. 179 innings pitched, 92 strikeouts, 73 walks, and 22 home runs in 85. While the Rangers get loose behind Mason, we will take our first look at the Indians' starting lineup. Leading off, Brett Butler's in center field. Julio Franco's at shortstop. Brooke Jacoby is at third base. And Andre Thornton is the designated hitter. Pat Tabler's at first base. Joe Carter's in left field. Carmelo Castillo's in right field. Chris Bando's catching. And Mike Fichlin is at second base. And that's the lineup Mason is going to be charged with keeping in check tonight. Leading off the bottom of the first is Brett Butler. 311 average, 5 home runs, and 50 RBIs in 85. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 690 as I drop my pen. The home team will change that to a 700, and Butler is going to lead off with a walk. As Mason loses control of a slider, that'll be ball 4, and the Indians will have the leadoff man on. Infield will go to double play depth, and here's Julio Franco coming to the batter's box. 288 average, 6 home run, 90 RBIs in 85. Franco looks like a great candidate for a hit and run, so the Indians are going to try a hit and run. Let me get my instruction book open, so I have the rare plays ready to go. And the hit and run is on for the Indians. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 379. And a 379 is going to be a base hit. And the hit and run works to perfection for the Indians. I was about to say for the Royals. I don't know why. Butler will make third. Franco will make first. And the infield's got to come in. Fans in Cleveland liking what they see off that hit and run as it works to perfection. Here's Jacoby. Here's Brooke Jacoby. 274 average, 20 home runs, 87 RBIs in 85. Infield is playing in and determining what Butler's doing. Let's see, 1, 3, 2, and 4. Butler's going to go on contact and try to tie this game. Might be a little bit early to risk that, but he'll try it. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 489 against a lefty. 489 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one for the Rangers is going to be McDowell. He will make the catch. That is out number 1. Here comes the throw. Here comes the throw from McDowell. Butler racing to the plate. Throw is not going to be in time, and this game is going to be tied on the sacrifice fly. Jacoby's out. Butler will score. This game is tied. Stadium cheers. Yay! Infield will go back to double play depth, however, as Andre Thornton now steps into the batter's box. 236 average, 22 home runs, 88 RBIs, and 85. Indians tempted to steal, but Thornton's got great power. They're going to call off the steal. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 479 against a lefty. 479 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one for the Rangers is once again going to be McDowell. He will make the catch for 2 outs in the inning. Pat Tabler, now the batter for the Indians. 275 average, 5 home runs, 59 RBIs, and 85. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 412 against a lefty, a 412 is going to be a ground ball over to short. Grabbing that one is Wilkerson. He will take that to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. A walk, a hit, and a run on a sacrifice fly, and we are tied at 1 after 1. We could be in for a wild one tonight here, folks. Buckle your seatbelts. A lot of triples in season ticket. You might roll one once in a blue moon in another game. Every game I get a triple or 2 of them. Yeah. It definitely seems like there's a lot more triples than I would expect in here. But it just makes the game more exciting, no? Top of the second, and we're looking at the middle of the Rangers order as Pete O'Brien steps into the batter's box. 267 average, 22 home runs, 92 RBIs, and 85. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 166. And a 166 is going to be a bloop single just out of the infield. O'Brien will lead off with a single. Infield will go to double play depth, and here's George Wright. 190 average, 2 home runs, 18 RBIs, and 85. Looks like another good time for a hit and run if you're the Rangers. O'Brien will get the sign, or not O'Brien, Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 566. That'll be over to shortstop Franco, and that's going to be a base hit into left field. And that'll work to perfection. So Wright comes through on the hit and run, and O'Brien will make it to third. The infield has got to come in on that one. Glenn Brummer, now the batter for the Rangers. 278 average, no home runs, 5 RBIs, and 85. O'Brien is not going on contact, though he's got no speed. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. There's also nobody out. That is a 613. And a 613 is going to be a swing and a miss from Brummer. Strike 3 on the outside corner. 1 out in the inning. Stadium cheers. Yay! And here's Kurt Wilkerson. 244 average, no home runs, 22 RBIs, and 85. O'Brien is still not going on contact. They don't trust his speed of a 0. Heaton will get the sign from Bando once again. Fans at Cleveland Stadium are loud, hoping for another big-time pitch. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 218. Against a switch right 218 is going to be a 418, and that's going to be a ground ball right in front of the plate. Getting Bando cat-like off the plate, he will make the catch, and that will be 2 outs in the inning. O'Brien will still hold at third. Two outs in the inning, and here's McDowell. McDowell struck out to lead off the game. Indians trying to work around a leadoff single and then a hit and run that put O'Brien at third. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 320. And McDowell gets frozen by a changeup on the outside corner for strike 3. That will retire the side. Stadium cheers. Yay! 2 hits, but the Rangers can't get anything out of it as we get set for the bottom of the second. Honestly, we could let out a stadium size there as well. Phew! Indeed, a very scary situation if you're an Indians fan. Bottom of the second now brings up the second half of the Indians' order as well. Joe Carter now in the batter's box. 262 average, 15 home runs, 59 RBI, and 85. Mason will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 176. And a 176 is going to be a bloop single of his own, and Carter will be on just as O'Brien was to lead off the top half of the inning. The infield will go to double play depth as Carmelo Castillo steps into the batter's box. 245 average, 11 home runs, 25 RBIs, and 85. Carter, well, they're definitely not going to do a hit and run here. Castillo's got great power. Carter is also not going to try to move over. I was looking at that possibility as well. He will hold, though. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 625. That'll turn into a 635. And it's going to be a fly ball into center field. McDowell will get under that one for the Rangers. He will make the catch, and that will be out number 1. Chris Bando, now the batter for the Indians. 139 average, no home runs, 13 RBIs, and 85. And I think the Indians here are going to try a hit and run to try to send Carter over to third. It worked well for them last inning. They'll run it back. As Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 656, that'll turn into a 666, and that'll be a ground ball right back to Mason. Mason will throw that over to O'Brien at first. 2 outs in the inning. Carter will make second on the play, though. As Mike Fichlin now steps into the batter's box? Oh yeah, there we go. Never mind. Okay, I was getting panicked a little bit because I wasn't seeing what I was expecting to in Digital Diamond. 200 average, no home runs, and 2 RBIs in 85. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 281 against a righty. 281, uh-oh. Fichlin thinks he's got a hold of one that is deep to left field. Fichlin has got a power of a 0, though. Can he give the Indians the lead with one swing of the bat? No! Fichlin will get under that one pretty badly. He'll lift that one into left field. Ward will range in for that one slightly, but he will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Excuse me. Nothing across except the single for the Indians. We are still tied at 1 after 2. And I forgot to adjust all of that, but we are heading into the top of the third. Top of the third, and we're looking at the top of the Rangers' order. Here's Bannister. Bannister has a walk tonight, and he scored the Rangers' only run so far. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 205 against a righty that'll turn into a 405. And Bannister is going to be on with another walk. Second free pass that he's worked out of an at-bat tonight. Put it in the wrong inning. Infield will go to double play depth, and here's Hara. Hara has the triple that drove Bannister in. Bannister, not really a threat here. He will hold. Not a threat to steal, anyway. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 381, and a 381 is going to be a walk, and Hara will work a base on balls out of the at-bat. As Heaton loses control of a slider for ball 4. And now the Rangers have something going on with Bell in the batter's box. Bell tonight is 0 for 1. Fans at Cleveland Stadium are loud, hoping Heaton can work out of this jam. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 130. And a 130, the bases are all of a sudden full of Rangers as Heaton has walked the bases loaded. This may be a short night for Heaton, the rate he's going. The infield has got to play in on this one. And here's Ward. Ward tonight is 0 for 1 with a fly ball. Bannister with the infield in. Got a speed of 4, 2, 2, 3, 5. Bannister is going on contact, as he's going to try to give the Rangers the lead. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 118, and a 118 is going to be a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one is going to be Castillo. He will make the catch. That is out number 1. As I hopefully... Okay, good. Wanted to make sure I didn't inadvertently advance the runners. Here's O'Brien. O'Brien tonight is 1 for 1 with a single. Bannister is going on contact once again. Actually, let me make sure a fly ball with the runner going on contact didn't change anything. No. Okay. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 641. And a 641 is going to be a base hit past first, and the Rangers are going to take the lead. Bannister will score. Hara will score. 2 RBI single as Bell makes second. O'Brien gets to first. 3-1 in favor of the Rangers. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Wright. Wright tonight is 1 for 1. Infield is back to double play depth, as the Rangers now have a 3-1 lead with 1 out in the top of the third, threatening to blow this game wide open. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 146. And a 146 is going to be a base hit, and the Rangers are going to extend their lead. Bell will score. O'Brien will make it to second, and we'll be at 4-1 Rangers. So Bell will score. O'Brien to second, Wright to first, 4-1 Rangers. Stadium groans. Ugh, looks like O'Brien's at third, actually. Brummer, now the batter. Brummer tonight is 0 for 1. We're probably going to get some activity in the Indians' bullpen here, PDQ. Heaton, though, for now, we'll get the sign. Hold on. We don't have the bases loaded. So Brummer... Oh, Brummer scored. That's right. Oh, no. Brummer's the batter. What am I doing? I don't know why I put Brummer at second base. Oops. Big hit by the Rangers in the third. No kidding. And they're going for more here. The infield, I think the runner at third changes things, and the infield's got to stay in. I think I was expecting O'Brien to be at second, which is why I brought the Indians infield to double play depth. But instead of O'Brien at third, they've got to play in. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 350. And a 350. Brummer's going to get frozen by the high heat for strike 3. That is out number 2. Brummer argues the call. He says that it was high. The umpire says, no, you're high. You're also out. Go sit. 2 outs, and here's Wilkerson. Wilkerson tonight is 0 for 2. Heaton has got to get the Rangers out of this inning. He will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 571, that's hit into left field. Left fielder for the Indians is Carter, and that'll be a nice, easy fly ball right to him. Carter will make the catch for that one, and that will retire the side. But the Rangers get a big strike there, as they will score 3 runs on 2 hits and 3 walks. Score is now 4-1 Rangers as we head into the bottom of the third. You haven't watched the cheesecake video yet? How did it turn out? It actually turned out pretty well. I was kind of surprised. The scheduling for that was a little bit screwy as well, because I had to move that into the evening. I had a lot going on Saturday, which is why I did Fall Classic in the morning. Plus, I went to play Nemesis Lockdown at my local game store on Saturday afternoon, and then I started Mystical Munchies on Saturday night. So, actually, the guys seem to be pretty happy with how that turned out, but go ahead and give that a watch after this game, though. Bottom of the third coming up, and the bottom of the third coming up here. Get back into OBS. Or not into OBS, Digital Diamond. There we go. I was yelling at my laptop, Jester, not you. I hope you don't think I was yelling at you. Bottom of the third coming up, and we're back to the top of the Indians' order. Here's Butler. Butler has a walk tonight. Mason, suddenly with a 3-run lead. He will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 542, that's hit over to second base. Second baseman for the Rangers is Hara, and that'll be a nice, easy ground ball right to him. Hara will take it on the hop. He will throw that over to first for out number 1. And here's Franco. Franco tonight has a single. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 669. That'll turn into a 679. And that's going to be a base hit for Franco. He will get on with a single with 1 out in the inning. The infield will go to double play depth, and here's Jacoby. Jacoby tonight is 0 for 1. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. Franco, not a threat to do much on the bases. He will hold. Mason will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 619. That'll turn into a 629. And that's going to be popped up on the infield to short. Getting under that one is Wilkerson, skied about a mile high, but that'll eventually come down into his glove for the second out of the inning. And here's Thornton. Thornton tonight is 0 for 1. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 556. I could go either way. Hit to third base. That's hit to Bell. And a 556 is going to be a base hit into left field. Franco will be content with the single. He'll be content at second base. And now the Indians have something going on here with 2 outs. Batter now is Tabler. Tabler tonight is 0 for 1. Mason looking in at Brummer for the sign. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium are loud, hoping for a big-time hit. Mason will set. Here's the kick, and here comes the pitch. 321. And a 321. Tabler is going to swing through a curveball for strike 3. That will retire the side. No runs on 2 hits, and the Indians strand a pair. Score is now 4-1 Rangers after 3. Stadium groans. Ugh. You know I wasn't yelling at you. You can tell when I'm yelling. Usually starts with a sigh and a G's. I mean, you're not wrong on that. Anywho, top of the 4th brings us back to the top of the Rangers order. Here's McDowell. McDowell tonight is 0 for 2. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 647. 647 is going to be a ground ball over to second. Grabbing that one for the Indians is going to be Fischlin. He will make the play over to first, and that will be the first out of the inning. Here's Bannister. Bannister has 2 walks tonight. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 202. 202 is going to turn into a 402 against a righty. And a 402. Bannister is on with his 3rd walk of the night. Of the 4 free passes that Heaton served up tonight, Bannister has 3 of them. Bannister's got a good eye. The infield will go to double play depth, and here's Hara. Hara is 1 for 1 with a triple and a walk. In fact, Hara scored the... Actually, I take that back. Heaton's given up 5 free passes, but 3 of them are still to Bannister. Heaton hoping not to have a repeat of the first. Hold on. I should have... Let me just update the score sheet for the first. Okay. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set. Here comes the pitch. 424 against a lefty. And Hara, wow, is going to get the 6th free pass Heaton has given up tonight. And once again, the Rangers have something cooking here. Heaton picking a bad night to have a bad night on the board. Here's Bell. Bell tonight is 0 for 1 with a walk. We're going to get some activity in the Indians' bullpen as getting loose for the Indians. Let's see, they're looking at righty-lefty switch. The Indians are going to get Brian Clark warming up in the bullpen. As Heaton, it might be getting ready to come out of this game. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 6-17. And a 6-17 is going to be a swing and a miss by Bell for strike 3. He goes chasing after a pitch he probably shouldn't have. 2 outs in the inning. As many walks as Heaton's been serving up, Bell is probably going to get a talking to when he gets back to the dugout. Here's Ward. Ward tonight is 0 for 2. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 4-11 against a lefty. 4-11 is going to be a ground ball over to short. Grabbing that one is going to be Franco. He will take that to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. 2 walks, but the Rangers get nothing out of them. We are still at 4-1 Rangers heading into the bottom of the 4th. Or I start the yelling with, well, anyways. Yeah. I suppose I need to be a little less predictable about that, huh? Oh, while I've got you here, Jester, I've been meaning to ask you. I've been looking into StreamYard of late to get started with some multi-stream platforming. Which plan are you on for that? I think there's a basic plan, which is the introductory. I believe there's a core plan and a more advanced plan for individuals. I know there's also business plans, but I don't need that for any reason. So I'm just looking at the plan I want to get into for StreamYard. But that StreamYard is so expensive, though. It's like $400 for a year. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. That's something I'll have to look into. Anyway, bottom of the 4th, while you look into that, which will be appreciated, is Carter. Carter tonight is 1 for 1. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 3-20. And Carter gets frozen by a slider for strike 3, out number 1. Carter knows he should have gone after that one, but he's headed back to the dugout with the bat on his shoulder. And here's Castillo. Castillo's 0 for 1. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 2-0-1. That seems problematic. That'll turn into a 4-0-1 against the lefty. Castillo is actually going to work a walk out of that. As Castillo's on with a 1-out walk. Excuse me. Double play depth for the infield, and the batter now is Bando. Bando tonight is 0 for 1. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 131. 131 is going to be a fly ball into right field. Coming under that one for the Rangers is Wright. He will make the catch. 2 outs in the inning. Fichlin, now the batter. Fichlin tonight is 0 for 1. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 447 against the lefty. 447 is going to be a ground ball right back to Mason. Mason will turn, throw that over to Fichlin at second, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the walk for the Indians. Score remains 4-1 Rangers after 4. Signed up a year ago, it was $200 a year. When your sub ends shortly, you're doing only basic free stuff. Okay, so that's good to know. Maybe I'll try out some free stuff just to kind of test the waters before I decide if I want to pull the trigger on that. The only reason I thought you might have been on a more advanced plan than that is because you're what's the word I want? And I think the sub is probably why. Your streams have your channel logo on it. That's why I thought you were on a more advanced plan. Leading off the top of the fifth, though, coming back to business, is O'Brien. O'Brien tonight is 2 for 2. They're probably going to have a short leash with Heaton here coming into the later innings. Heaton will get the sign from Bando. Clark continues to throw in the bullpen for the Indians. Heaton will set, and he will pitch. That is a 526. That's over to Bando. And a 526 is going to be the 7th walk for Heaton tonight. Goodness gracious. The infield is at double play depth, and here's Wright. Wright tonight is 2 for 2. Fans are not liking what they see as Heaton has got control issues tonight. Heaton will get the sign from Bando once again. He will set, and he will pitch. Excuse me, 198. And a 198, that's going to be a bloop into the outfield. That'll get down, and that is going to be a bloop double. The infield's got to play in, as Brummer is now the batter. Brummer tonight is 0 for 2, and that is going to be it for Heaton. The Indians have seen more than enough of Heaton tonight. They will go to the bullpen a lot earlier than they want to tonight. Coming in to pitch for the Indians tonight, once Digital Diamond decides it wants to cooperate with me, is going to be Brian Clark. 3-4 with a 6.32 ERA, 62 2/3 innings pitched, 24 strikeouts, 34 walks, 8 home runs in 85. StreamYard is junk, and they want $88 a month now. Okay, so apparently my instincts about that being way too much are crazy. Are you looking into another platform similar to that? I'll be curious to maybe look into that myself, because I do want to try doing a bit more hosting streams on my channel, but I'm not sure what platform I want to use for that. Anywho, coming back to business, Clark now is the pitcher for the Indians, as the fans and the managerial staff for the Rangers got sick of watching Heaton have control issues. Clark will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 498 against a lefty. 498. Brummer's going to get frozen by a curveball for strike 3. That will be out number 1 in the inning. Stadium sarcastically cheers. Yippee. 1 out in the inning, and here's Wilkerson. I forgot to declare about O'Brien. Wilkerson tonight is 0 for 2. O'Brien wouldn't have gone on contact either, and he's not going... No, he's not going now. Clark will get the sign from Bando. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 522. 522 goes to Bando, and that's going to be a called strike 3 on Wilkerson. 2 outs in the inning. As Clark manages to catch a curveball on the outside corner for strike 3. Stadium cheers. Yay! Wilkerson thought that was out of bounds. The umpire says, "You're out of bounds. You're also out. Go sit." Here's McDowell. McDowell is 0 for 3. Clark will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 422 against a lefty. 422 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Butler will get under that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across a hit and a walk for the Rangers, but they can't get anything out of that. Score remains 4-1 Rangers as we head for the bottom of the 5th. Hold on. I got something. Okay, so right. Nope. Looks like I got the lineup all set. There was a little screwy there for on the Rangers side. Okay. Bottom of the fifth coming up brings us back to the top of the Indians order. Here's Butler. Butler tonight is 0 for 1 with a walk. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. 279 against the lefty. 279. Uh-oh. Butler thinks he's got a hold of one. That is deep to right field. Butler has got a power of a 1, though. Can he give the Indians something to hang their hat on to start this game, or to start this inning? No! Butler's going to get under that one. He will lift that into right field. Wright will go back to the track for that one. He's back toward the wall, but he'll have room just before the wall to make the catch for out number 1. Stadium groans. Ugh. 1 out in the inning, and Franco now steps into the batter's box. Franco tonight is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 483 against the lefty. 483 is going to be a fly ball into center field. McDowell waiting for that one. He will make the catch, ranging in for that one slightly. 2 outs in the inning. Jacoby, now the batter with 2 outs. Jacoby is 0 for 2. Mason looking in. Fans at Cleveland Stadium don't like what they see tonight. Mason will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 118. And a 118 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Once again, we're calling McDowell's name on the putout. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians in the bottom of the fifth. Score remains 4-1 Rangers after 5. Just going to check in with my phone real quick. Okay. Top of the 6th coming up here. As leading off for the Rangers is Bannister. Bannister tonight, Bannister is the walk king tonight. He's got 3 of them. Clark will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 343. Bannister is going to lead off with a base hit. Something different, but it ends up with the same result. Bannister on first. Let's make sure 343. Okay, that was an infield single. Speaking of the infield, they will go to double play depth, and here's Hara. Hara tonight has a triple and 2 walks of his own. Clark looking in at Bando for the sign. The Indians could really use a double play ball here. Clark will set, and he will pitch. That is a 488. That does not sound like a double play ball, but it does sound like a fly ball into center field. Butler will come under that one for the Indians, ranging back for that one slightly, but he'll have room to make the catch for out number 1. And here's Bell. Bell tonight is 0 for 2 with a walk. Clark will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 492 against a lefty. 492 is going to be another fly ball into center field. Once again, Butler ranging to his right for that one, but he will make the catch, and that'll be out number 2. Actually, not Bell. Butler making the catch for out number 2. Butler getting his cardio in tonight. Maybe he won't have to run so many wind sprints at practice. And here's Ward. Ward tonight is 0 for 3. Clark getting the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 187. And a 187 is going to be a bloop single just out of the infield. Bannister will move to third. Ward will go to first because bloop singles give you two-base advancement with 2 outs. And here's O'Brien. O'Brien tonight is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. Clark will get the sign from Bando. Rangers once again threatening to blow this game wide open. Clark will set, and he will pitch. That is a 533. That's over to first base where Tabler is waiting for that one. And that'll be a ground ball right at him. Tabler will take that to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, but the Rangers don't get anything out of it. Score remains 4-1 as we head for the bottom of the 6th. Just making sure I've got my lineup straight. Stepping into the batter's box for the Indians to lead off the bottom of the 6th is the middle of their order, as here's Thornton. Thornton tonight is 1 for 2. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 179, and a 179 is going to be a bloop single as it just gets over the infielder's head for a single. Thornton will be at first, and that'll be the first point of pitcher fatigue on Mason tonight. Tabler, now the batter. Tabler tonight is 0 for 2. The infield will go to double play depth, and we'll get some activity in the Rangers' bullpen as coming in to get loose, righty-righty switch. They're going to get Dave Stewart warming up in the Rangers' bullpen. Mason will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 249 against a righty. 249 is going to turn into a 579. That sounds like trouble. That's into left field. That is Ward. And a 579 is going to be a base hit into left field. Thornton with a speed of 3 against an arm of 4. He's going to hold at third base. At least I assume that's where he's going to end up. So it would help if I do... Let me just Control U that so I can enter the play properly. Come on. There we go. 1B. Thought I entered plus on that. Maybe it will. Okay, I must have entered plus, but it looks like Thornton just advances the 1 base. Second point of fatigue on Mason, as the batter now is Carter. Carter tonight is 1 for 2. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 453, Carter against the lefty, 453 is going to be a ground ball over to third. Picking that one up is going to be Bell. He will throw that over to second for the out, as Harrell will try to make the relay over to first. Not in time. They will take the fielder's choice and get Tabler at second. Thornton will make third. Carter will reach on the fielder's choice. 1 out in the inning. One out in the inning, and I think a ground ball like that doesn't count against pitcher fatigue. Let me double check that, though. It shouldn't. I mean, it is technically a new base runner, but I don't know if that would count against each base runner allowed. Hit, walk, or a hit batter. Okay, so since that was a ground ball and not a hit, that doesn't count against his fatigue. As here's Castillo. Castillo tonight is 0 for 1 with a walk. The infield, What is the infield going to do here? Is the infield going to play in, or do they want the outs? I think they're going to play for the double play. They want the outs here. They're going to they'll give up the run to try to get out of the inning. So Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 200 even, and a 200 is going to turn into a 400, and against a lefty, Mason will walk the bases loaded in his own right. Bases are now full of Indians. And now that is the third point of pitcher fatigue on Mason. As the bases are now full of Indians, the infield will play in now that the bases are loaded. And here's Bando. Bando tonight is 0 for 2. The Rangers managerial staff is telling Mason, get out of the inning. Stewart will be ready to come in. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 334, and a 334 is going to be a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Wilkerson. He will make the throw over to second for Hara for 1. Hara will try to make the relay to O'Brien. That won't be in time. The run will score, but 2 outs in the inning. So Thornton will score. Carter will make it to third. Castillo will be thrown out. 2 outs in the inning. But it is now 4-2 in favor of the Rangers. And here's Fischlin. Fischlin tonight is 0 for 2. Infield won't be playing in. Now they just need the out. Mason will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 191. Uh-oh. 191 is going to be a bloop single, and the Indians are going to cut the lead to within 1. Carter will score. Bando to third. Fischlin to first. 4-3 in favor of the Rangers. Stadium cheers. Yay! Two runs, yep. All right, batter now is Butler. Butler is 0 for 2 with a walk, and that is going to be it for Mason. The Rangers are going to go to the bullpen. And coming in to pitch for the Rangers is going to be Dave Stewart. 0-6 with a 5.42 ERA. 81 and a third innings pitched, 64 strikeouts, 37 walks, 13 home runs in 85. His job is to try to get the Rangers out of this inning. Stewart will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 530. That'll be hit over to first base, where O'Brien waits for that one, and it's going to be a ground ball right at him. He will take that to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk. Score is now 4-3 Rangers after 6. Rangers look to be in solid control of this one, but the Indians said, not so fast, guys. We're not done yet tonight. And just like that, we've got a game tonight. Top of the 7th coming up, we'll see the bottom of the Rangers order due up. Leading off the top of the 7th is Wright. Wright tonight is 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Clark will get the sign. Clark will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 667. 667 is going to be a ground ball right back to Clark. Clark will turn, fire that over to Tabler at first. 1 out in the inning. Here's Brummer. Brummer tonight is 0 for 3. He's struck out 3 times. Clark will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 4-14 against the lefty, that's going to be a ground ball over to short. Franco will pick that one up. He will throw that over to first on the hop. 2 outs in the inning. Here's Wilkerson. Wilkerson tonight is 0 for 3. Clark will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 692. Oh boy. 692. Wilkerson's going to get into that one, and that's going to be a double, along with being the first point of pitcher fatigue against Clark tonight. Here's McDowell. McDowell's 0 for 4 tonight. Wilkerson, not much of a threat to steal. He will hold. McDowell, or Clark, will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 573. That'll be hit into left field. Getting under that is Carter, and he'll have to range in slightly for that one and go to his left, but he will chase that down. That'll be a fly ball, and that will retire the side. Hold on. Wilkerson had a double. Forgot to update my score sheet. Nothing across except the aforementioned double by the Rangers. We are at the 7th inning stretch. As usual, feel free to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," but I won't torture you guys with my rendition of it. I will, however, take a small break. Don't forget, we still have fast score after tonight's game because we need to know how the rest of the majors fared. Our next game will be tomorrow night. We will be on July 12th, 1985. And our block number 25 will take us to the friendly confines of Wrigley Field for a National League matchup, as the National League West leading Dodgers Los Angeles Dodgers take on the Chicago Cubs. Oral Hershiser will be going for the Dodgers, and Dick Ruthven will be on the mound for the Cubs. That should be a good one at Wrigley Field. Hershiser and Ruthven. Bottom of the 7th coming up now, and we are looking at the top of the Indians' order. Here's Franco. Franco tonight is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Stewart will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 665, which will turn into a 675. And that's going to be a bloop single by Franco. He will get on to lead off the bottom of the 7th. The infield will move to double play depth as Jacoby will step into the batter's box. Jacoby's 0 for 3. Excuse me. Nothing cute here. Jacoby's just going to grip it and rip it. Stewart will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 519, actually. That'll be hit right to Stewart, and that's going to be an error. Stewart's going to boot that one, and everybody's going to be safe. And all of a sudden, the Indians have something going on here with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Thornton. Thornton tonight is 2 for 3. We're going to get some activity in the Indians' bullpen, as starting to get loose for the Indians is going to be Janie Esterly. Stewart will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 261 against a righty at 261. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Thornton thinks he's got a hold of one. This is deep to left field. Thornton has got a power of a 9, and the Indians are down by 1. Does Thornton give the Indians the lead with one swing of the bat? Yes, he does, as that one's going to get out of here with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to left field. Going back for that is Ward. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and that ball is gone. Home run, Andre Thornton, a 3-run blast over the left field wall, and the Indians take a 6-4 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! Rangers bench can't believe it. But Stewart's got to have instant amnesia on that one, and here's Tabler. Tabler tonight is 1 for 3. Infield now playing back as the bases are empty. Stewart will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 288. 288 against a righty. Uh-oh. Tabler's got a hold of one now as well. Hits to the exact same spot into the left field. Tabler, however, has got a power of a 3. Do the Indians go back to back? No, but Tabler will get enough of that one, and that will be a double into right field. Holy cow. This looked like the Rangers' game to lose, and then the Indians just came back and took it and just took over. Here's Carter. Carter is 1 for 3 tonight. Stewart, and still nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Stewart will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 671, that'll turn into a 681, and that's going to be a base hit, and the Indians are going to extend their lead. Tabler will score. Carter will make first, 7-4 in favor of the Indians. Stadium cheers. Yay! The infield will go to double play depth. Batter now is Castillo. Castillo tonight is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. We're going to get some activity in the Rangers bullpen to try to stop the bleeding, as getting loose for the Rangers is going to be Dave Rosma is going to start getting loose for the Rangers. And the Indians have just surged back into this one. Stewart will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 565. That's grounded over to shortstop. Wilkerson waits for that one. And a 565 is going to be a ground ball right to him. He will throw that over to first for the out. Carter will make second on the play, though. One out, and here's Bando. Bando tonight is 0 for 3. Stewart will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 165 and a 165, that is going to be a walk by Stewart. Bando will find himself on first, as the Rangers now seem to be the team that can't catch a break. The infield will go back to double play depth, though, and here's Fischlin. Fischlin tonight is 1 for 3. Stewart will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 6-0-2. That'll turn into a 6-12. And that's going to be a called strike 3 on Fichlin. He will get retired on strikes for 2 outs in the inning. As a slider manages to paint the inside corner for strike 3. Out number 2. And here's Butler. Butler is 0 for 3 with a walk. Stewart will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 695. Uh-oh. And that's going to turn into a 705. And that's going to be a deep drive to center field. Butler, though, is a power of a 1. Do the Indians now blow this game wide open? No! Butler is going to lift that one into center field. His counterpart McDowell will wait for that one back near the track, but he will make the catch to retire the side. 4 runs on 4 hits, a walk and an error, a 3-run bomb by Andre Thornton, and the Indians take a 7-4 lead after 7. Stewart's going to come out of the game. The Rangers are going to go to the bullpen to try to stop the bleeding again. Coming in to pitch for the Rangers. What? Hang on. Something isn't working here. Okay, why aren't you letting me make any substitutions here? Hold on, something's wrong here. Digital Diamond isn't letting me make substitutions, so bear with me a second. It's letting me make substitutions on the... Oh, probably because the Rangers aren't up yet. Never mind. Clark is going to come out of the game, though. That's why Digital Diamond isn't letting me make defensive substitutions for the Rangers. But Clark is going to come out of the game, as the Indians are going to go to the bullpen. Coming in to pitch for the Indians, so I guess Rosma is going to continue to throw, but coming in to pitch for the Indians is going to be Jamie Esterly. 4-1 with a 3.92 ERA. 98 2/3 innings pitched, 58 strikeouts, 53 walks, and 9 home runs in 85. He will face the top of the Rangers order, as here's Bannister. Bannister is 1 for 1 with a single and 3 walks tonight. Esterly will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 102. That'll turn into a 302. And Bannister gets frozen for a curveball for strike 3, out number 1. First time he's been out all night. Bannister can't believe the call, but the umpire tells him, go sit down in the bullpen, you're out. And here's Hara. Hara tonight is 1 for 2 with a triple and 2 walks of his own. Esterly will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 5-11. That's hit right back to Esterly, and he will have no problems with that one. He'll take it on the hop. He'll throw that over to first for the out. 2 outs in the inning. Two outs, and here's Bell. Bell tonight is 0 for 3 with a walk. Esterly will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. with a 327. And a 327 is going to be popped up on the infield. Getting under that one at first base is going to be Tabler. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers here in the top of the 8th, as the Indians now hold a 7-4 lead heading into the bottom of the 8th. And now that I'm being a little bit less of a scatterbrained dunce, now it'll let me take Stewart out of the game. And coming in to pitch for the Rangers will be Dave Rozema. 3-7 with a 4.19 ERA. 88 innings pitched, 42 strikeouts, 22 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 85. And leading off the bottom of the 8th for the Indians is Franco. Franco tonight is 3 for 4. Rozema will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 194, and that's going to be a bloop single as Franco gets on to lead off the inning. The infield will go to double play depth. And here's Jacoby. Jacoby tonight is 0 for 3, but he reached on an error. We're going to get some more activity in the Indians' bullpen, as starting to get loose for the Indians is going to be Tom Waddell. He will start getting loose for the Indians in the bullpen. Rozema will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 173. And a 173 is going to be a base hit into right field. Franco will hold at third. Actually, Franco, I think, will end up at second. But let's see where Digital Diamond says he's going to end up. Okay. Thornton now the batter. Thornton tonight having quite a night. Thornton is 3 for 4 with 2 singles and a 3-run bomb. Franco, not much of a threat. Also a 3-run game, and the Indians have the potential to blow this open right here. Rozema will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 343. And a 343 is going to be a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one is going to be Wright. He will make the catch for out number 1. But Franco's going. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Franco will be safe at third as he tags up. 1 out in the inning, and the infield has got to play in. As the batter now is Tabler. Tabler tonight is 2 for 4 with a single and a double. And he scored a run. Franco is not going on contact. Rozema will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 436 against a righty, and a 436 is going to be a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is Tabler. Does that change anything with the infield? 6-4-3. Going on contact? No. Okay. So that'll be shortstop is Wilkerson. He will make the play. He'll make the play over to first for out number 1, or out number 2, I should say. Two outs in the inning, and here's Carter. Carter tonight is 2 for 4. Rozema will get the sign from Brummer. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 521. That's hit over to Brummer. And Brummer's that's going to get popped up into foul territory. Brummer throws his mask away. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, but the Indians aren't able to get anything out of it. Score is now 7-4 Cleveland after 8. But will we see some ninth inning magic? The Indians don't want any funny business here. They're going to go to the bullpen as Esterly is going to come out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the Indians, is going to be Tom Waddell. 8-6 with 9 saves and a 4.87 ERA. 112 and 2/3 innings pitched, 53 strikeouts, 39 walks, 20 home runs in 85. He will face the middle of the Rangers order. Here's Ward. Ward is 1 for 4 tonight. Waddell will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 402. Against a righty, a 402 is going to be a ground ball over to second. Grabbing that one is going to be Fichlin. He will make the play over to first. Gets him by a couple steps. Out number 1. And here's O'Brien. O'Brien is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a walk tonight. Waddell will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 319. And a 319 is going to be a base hit on the infield. As O'Brien gets on with a 1-out single. Rangers definitely need base runners. This could be how it starts. Infield will go to double play depth. And here's Wright. Wright tonight is 3 for 4. I think the Rangers... are they going to try a hit and run here? Down 3. I don't think they're going to try that. That seems like a dumb idea here. So Waddell will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 117. A 117 is going to be a ground ball right back to Waddell. He will turn, throw that over to Tabler at first. Out number 2. O'Brien will make second on the play, though. And the last chance for the Rangers comes down to Glenn Brummer, not the guy you want at the plate when it's on the line. He is 0 for 4 tonight with 3 strikeouts. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium are loud, hoping Waddell can get the job done here. He will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 489 against a righty 489. He's going to get hit by the pitch, and Brummer will be at first. Plunk, ouch. Maybe he leaned into the pitch, we won't know. But what we do know is that the tying run is now at the plate in the form of Kurt Wilkerson. Wilkerson is 1 for 4 with a double tonight. Fans at Cleveland Stadium still loud, hoping the Indians can get this game done. Waddell looks to Bando for the sign. He will set. He will pitch. That is a 5-11, hit right back to Waddell. And Waddell's going to get that with no problems. He will pump once, pump twice, throw to first. That's your game. The Cleveland Indians survive a scare from the Rangers, and they take this one by a final score of 7-4. Stadium cheers. Yay! Final line score coming up. Wait, what? Oh, did I forget to enter that in? Okay. There we go. Now we can get the final line score. I don't know why it didn't want to cooperate with me, but we got it now. For the Indians, 7 runs on 13 hits and no errors. For the Rangers, 4 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. Winning pitcher tonight is going to be Brian Clark. He will end up with the win. Dave Stewart will take the loss, and Tom Waddell will get the save. Jamie Easterly will end up with a hold. We, of course, are not done yet, though, as we still have to ask Fast Score how the rest of the majors fared. As usual, I will do my cleanup before we get to that. I had a ticker tracker ready to go, I thought. Did I bury it? Probably did. Yep, I buried it. See, this is, yep. And actually, bear with me a second because I'm going to grab a fresh drink before we start into the ticker. It is now time to find out how the rest of the majors fared. And to do that, we're going to ask our friends at Fast Score to give us a hand. So the Cleveland Indians survive a scare from the Texas Rangers to win 7-4. But let's see how the rest of the majors fared here on July 8th. First up, we have the Twins and the Orioles. Twins, 646, that is 4. Orioles, 18-13, that is 2. And the Twins get that win. Brewers and the Angels. Brewers, 751, that is 5. Angels, 1165, that is 9. And that's a win for the Angels. White Sox and the Tigers. White Sox, 832, that is 3. Tigers, 1033, that is 4. And the Kitty Cats tame the White Sox. Royals and the Yankees are both 7s. Royals roll a 34, that is 3. Yankees roll a 52, that is 5. And the Yankees will take that win over the Royals. Red Sox and the Athletics. Red Sox, 1545, that is 6. Athletics, 1353, that is also 6. They will go to extras. Red Sox roll a 2, minus 4 is negative 2. Athletics roll a 1 plus 0. That'll be a win for Oakland in extras. Right. Okay, trying to keep this all as organized as I can. Blue Jays and the Mariners. Blue Jays, 765, that is 8. Mariners, 224, that is 2. The Blue Jays get that win. Expos and the Braves. Expos, 851, that is 5. Braves, 626, 626, that is 2. The Expos get that win. Padres and the Cubs. Padres, 1224, that is 3. Cubs, 2031, that is 5. And the Baby Bears beat the Friars. Mets and the Reds. Mets, 1214, that is 2. Reds, 815, that is 1. And the Mets get that win. Phillies and the Astros. Phillies, 2616, that is 4. Astros, 1052, that is 5. And the Astros get that win. A win they badly needed. Dodgers and the Pirates. Dodgers, 1353, that is 6. Pirates, 141, that is 3. And the Dodgers double up the Pirates. Giants and the Cardinals. Giants, 313, that is 0. Cardinals, 1135, that is 4. And the Redbirds get that win. On to July 9th. Twins and the Orioles. Twins, 1311 is 0. Orioles, 1753, that is 7. And the Orioles beat up on the Twins. Brewers and the Angels. Brewers, 621, that is 2. Angels, 1226, that is 3. The Angels get that win. Rangers and the Indians. Rangers, 461, that is 5. Indians, 1421, that is 3. And the Rangers get a measure of revenge. White Sox and the Tigers. White Sox, 1035, that is 4. Tigers, 932, that is 3. And the White Sox will win that one. Royals and the Yankees. Royals, 411 is 0. Yankees, 1553, that is 7. And the Yankees pitch a shutout on the Royals. Red Sox and the Athletics. Red Sox, 1341, that is 5. Athletics, 923, that is 2. And the Red Sox will get that win. Blue Jays and the Mariners. Blue Jays, 1431, that is 4. Mariners, 616, that is 1. And the Blue Jays will win that one. Expos and the Braves. Expos, 1756, that is 8. Braves, 525, that is 2. The Expos will win that game. Padres and the Cubs are both 8s. Padres roll a 24, that is 2. Cubs roll a 54, that is 5. And the Cubs get that win as well. Padres picking a bad time to go into a skid. Mets and the Reds. Mets, 825, that is 3. Expos, negative 311 is 0. What a shocker. And that's a win for the Mets. Phillies and the Astros. Phillies, 1161, that is 7. Astros, 845, that is 5. And the Phillies will get that win. Dodgers and the Pirates. Dodgers, 1243, that is 5. Pirates, 742, that is 4. The Dodgers get that win. Giants and the Cardinals. Giants, 142, that is 3. Cardinals, 1112 is 1. The Giants take that win. On to May 10th. Twins and the Orioles. Twins, 1023, that is 3. Orioles, 1662, that is 8. And the Orioles get that win. They beat the Twins, right. Okay, Brewers and the Angels. Brewers, 912 is 1. Angels, 1352, that is 6. The Angels get that win. Rangers and the Indians. Rangers, 1123, that is 3. Indians, 744, that is 4. And the Tribe gets that win. White Sox and the Tigers. White Sox, 746, that is 4. Tigers, 866, that is 9. The Tigers take that game. Royals and the Yankees. Royals, 814 is 1. Yankees, 1325, that is 3. And the Yankees get a sweep on the Royals. Red Sox and the Athletics. Red Sox, 1745, that is 6. Athletics, 1163, that is 8. The Athletics take that win. Blue Jays and the Mariners. Blue Jays, 1753, that is 7. Mariners, 625, that is 2. And the Blue Jays get that win. Expos and the Braves. Expos, 1662, that is 8. Braves, 716, that is 2. That's a win for the Expos. Padres and the Cubs. Padres, 761, that is 6. Cubs, 633, that is 3. And the Padres get that win. Mets and the Reds are both 8s. Mets roll a 23, that is 2. Reds roll a 53, that is 5. And that game belongs to the Reds. Phillies and the Astros. Phillies, 815, that is 1. Astros, 1344, that is 5. The Astros get that win. Dodgers and the Pirates. Dodgers, 1126, that is 3. Pirates, 355, that is 5. And the Pirates will hang the Jolly Roger. Giants and the Cardinals. Giants, 721, that is 2. Cardinals, 1352, that is 6. The Cardinals will get that win. On to July 11th, last night of the block. White Sox and the Orioles. White Sox, 1312, that is 1. Orioles, 1642, that is 6. The Orioles will get that win. Blue Jays and the Angels. Blue Jays, 11... That dies. Cock will reroll that. Blue Jays, 1126, that is 3. Angels, 551, that is 4. The Angels will win that game. Royals and the Indians. Royals, 1136, that is 4. Indians, 951, that is 5. That's a win for the Indians. Twins and the Tigers. Twins, 934, that is 4. Tigers, 1246, that is 5. And that's a win for the Tigers. Rangers and the Yankees with a very unenviable task. Rangers, 444, that is 4. Yankees, 2842 is going to be a lot more than 4, most likely. Yeah, that's going to be 8. and the Yankees are going to overpower the Rangers in that one. Brewers and the Athletics. Brewers, 821, that is 2. Athletics, 1811, that is 1. And the Brewers pick up a sorely needed win. Red Sox and the Mariners. Red Sox, 1565, that is 10. Mariners, 1024, that is 3. The Red Sox take that win. Phillies and the Braves. Phillies, 1241, that is 5. Braves, 931, that is 3. Phillies will take that game. Dodgers and the Cubs, we will see these two teams tomorrow night. Dodgers, 1415, that is 2. Cubs, 325, that is also 2. They will go to extras. Dodgers roll a 1+0, Cubs roll a 5+0. That'll be a win for the Cubs in extras. Expos and the Reds. Expos, 823, that is 2. Reds, 431, that is also 2. They will go to extras. Expos roll a 5, plus 1 is 6. Reds roll a 6, plus 2 is 8. That game will belong to the Reds in extras. Mets and the Astros. Mets, 1046, that is 5. Astros, 632, that is 3. And the Mets get that win. Giants and the Pirates. Giants, 816, that is 2. Pirates, 455, that is 5. And that's a win for the Pirates. And the last game for tonight's block, Padres and the Cardinals. Padres, -231 is 1. Cardinals, 1223, that is 3. And the Cardinals get that win. And that'll do it for block 24 of 1985 season ticket baseball. Tomorrow night, we will be back at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field as the Los Angeles Dodgers play the Chicago Cubs. Oral Hershiser will be on the mound for the Dodgers, and Dick Ruthven will be up for the Cubs. After that, Wednesday we'll start off with my War Room 10-game challenge list as we play game number 1, Cthulhu Wars Duel by Peterson Games. On Saturday, Friday we're going to have Pinot with Phoenix for January 2025. Saturday will be in a new cookbook for Mystical Munchies, but more on that on Friday during Pinot with Phoenix. As for next week, the winter campaign in Arkham Horror, the card game, comes to an end in the Scarlet Keys, as next week we will have the Congress of the Keys. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The Cleveland Indians survive an early inning scare from the Texas Rangers to take this one by a final score of 7-4. Once again, take care.